G2 Ranch. Got some Nilgai in front of us now. Look at it, look at it. So howdy everybody, welcome show and to the G2 Ranch, just about an hour south of San Antonio, Texas. This is the beginning of the South Texas brush country here, and it's our home away from home. On today's program, we're down here to do a little bit of management. We're also gonna go after some special animals.
You know, here at G2 Ranch, there's so much opportunity as far as different animals, different species, different hunting situations, that Keith and I like to do something different when we come out and mix it up for you, the viewer. So long story short is, Keith is gonna be doing his tried and true method of using the air gun. All right, he is the most prominent hunter on TV, on YouTube, on Facebook, using an air gun, period, end of story. And as far as what I'm gonna be using the 50 BMG. All right, I've done a lot of hunting with this thing in the past. It's a lot of fun. It's a different method of doing it. It makes it tough, believe it or not, but that's what we like. We like a little bit of a challenge, and especially when we're out here at the G2 Ranch, we trust these folks, and it's gonna be a great place to get it done. Now on this trip, guiding us is gonna be Brock.
My name is Brock Wright. I'm the ranch manager out here at G2 Ranch. G2 Ranch is a hunting destination. We have about 36 species of exotics, and we really focus on hospitality and making sure that the people you interact with are great people all the way around.
First of all, Brock has been such a blessing to us. And when we come out here to the G2 Ranch, Brock and all of his guides make sure 100% that we are ready to rock when we step on this property and that we can do our job.
Excited to have Keith and Johnny out here to hunt. I know Keith's going after a Nilgai bull, and he's gonna have a tough hunt. Me and Johnny are just gonna go out and see what we can't find.
I'm committed to going after a Nilgai, use my air gun, and before coming here, I checked to see if anybody else had ever killed a Nilgai antelope with an air gun, and they haven't. And so we'll see if I can get it done or not. All right, so let me tell you what I'm gonna be using on this hunt right here. This is a 50 caliber air rifle, okay? Take a good close look at it. A Seneca 50 caliber air rifle. This is a tactical Dragon Claw. The last time I used this Dragon Claw right here was on a deer hunt, and it did exceptionally well. I'm fixing to check zero, but we're going for something bigger, a lot bigger than a whitetail deer. So what makes this particular air rifle unique is it shoots either arrows or pellets. Now I'm gonna be hunting with an arrow. I love hunting with arrows, but if you wanna shoot pellets out of this 50 cal, this is where you would load them, right here. Just drop them right in here and then slide this sleeve back, and it is extremely accurate. And you may be wondering, arrows, why arrows? In my opinion, arrows just do such a great job of killing. I wanna tell you about this arrow. It has an outsert on this end right here, and it has a O-ring on this end right here. It's very important that the O-ring remain on the arrow shaft, and the reason why that seals off the air. Without the O-ring, you're not gonna be able to shoot this arrow accurately. But what this does, it stays centered in the muzzle. It's extremely accurate. You'll notice right here, it's a 100 grain field tip. When you order arrows, you're not gonna just order one, okay? They're gonna come in a box of 6, just like this. Get them from pyramidair.com. 6 of them, you can call them arrows, bolts, whatever, but you're gonna, if you wanna hunt with an arrow, this is what you're gonna do. I wanna show you how you load it. In my opinion, the arrow does such a great job because it puts a big hole in them. So to load it, what we're gonna do, the first thing on any gun, you wanna make sure that it's not cocked, okay? And this is not cocked because this lever is all the way forward. And the next thing you wanna make sure and treat a gun like it's loaded and point it in the safe direction at all times. Then you're gonna take the arrow and insert it right here in the end of the muzzle and just get it started like this, and you'll notice how the fletchings kind of start bending like that. The reason why you do that, because the barrel is rifled. All right, so it's loaded like that. You want to make sure the arrow is seated all the way down, and you're good to go. You'll notice the scope that I have on this air rifle is a crossbow scope. This is the Vortex, and it's a crossbow scope. And this gun right here, it's effective for me shooting arrows. I can shoot 4-inch groups up to 90 yards. You'll notice I've got the long shot LR3 target camera up, and it actually through an app connects to the telephone. And the reason why I've got this on here, because it makes it so easy to sight in a rifle or air gun. So I'm going to hit the record button right here, but this target camera makes it just so much easier to sight anything in. So anyway, this gun, I want to tell you a little bit about it. It has a nice mechanical safety up on the front of the trigger guard. We're going to put it on fire, and then we're going to pull the hammer back. All right, that's a fantastic shot. I'm very happy with that. Now, you may be wondering, like on the air rifle, clearly what powers it is air. And I'm gonna show you what I do to air this bad boy up. All right, so here is the air gauge right here to tell you how much air you've got in the gun. And I like to run it right where that little yellow needle is on the mark between the green and the red. This is a little row of air. It weighs 20 pounds. It works on either 12 volt. I've got it hooked up to this vehicle right here. It'll work off of 110 or 220. So it's a very versatile little compressor. Got this little nipple right here. We're gonna take the cap off the nipple right here, and then we're going to attach the filler hose right here. Hook it right there on that nipple. Once done that, take it, hook it on 12 volt. Let the fan start running. Then you're gonna hit start. Okay, and we're going to watch this little gauge down here, and like I said, when the gauge gets between the red and the green, we're going to turn the unit off. All right, it's there. Now we're going to hit stop, and you're going to hear the motor continue to run on the compressor, and the reason why it's cooling down the compressor. Right now, you got to understand that there is pressure in this line right here, and nobody'd be able to remove this unless you release the pressure, and that's what this little brass valve does down here. You're going to release the pressure, remove the filler hose, put her cap back on. The gun is gassed up and it's good to go.
Nilgai are originally from India. They were introduced into South Texas a little over 100 years ago. I've been in love with them since about 8 or 9 years old when I found out they existed. It wasn't until I got to G2 Ranch that I actually got the first time to actually see them in person and then actually hunt them. But I think they're super cool, super different. Just the way they kind of run, it reminds me of the Bugs Bunny in the cartoons, kind of hopping along. They just move different than any other creature.
All right, so last night was a good night for me. I wound up taking an Avid U with my air rifle, and I was very pleased with the way it performed, and it's shooting perfectly. But I'm back in here waiting on a Nilgai bull. All right, now Johnny, meanwhile, is about a mile over that direction. He is sitting in a glass blind. Now, he's shooting a 50 BMG, and that 50 BMG, if he shoots, I'm gonna hear him. But I'm gonna be self-filming, and the way we wind up self-filming, if it had a flip-out screen or a monitor where I could see it, it'd be another thing, but I've got about 3 inches to look at it in the back of the camera to get things centered up.
All right, folks, we are up in the glass blind at the G2 Ranch, and it's Mr. Brock and I, and we back here with the 50 BMG, the big man gun. All right, and we just had a big Oryx Bull in here. He was a little bit broke off, and we were waiting on a shot, but you know, he didn't really get it. It's hard to get the camera coordinated with the 50 BMG. He sat back there behind some brush, kind of pointed right at us, quartered exactly to us, and then when he started walking back in the brush, he walked pretty quick. So anyway, if he comes back down, great. If something else worthy of some management comes out, then that'll be good. But ultimately, we're just out here hunting. And here at the G2 Ranch, I mean, you see so many animals, and we're hunting over a beautiful water hole. We'll probably see more before the evening's done. Now, on the other hand, Mr. Keith is over in his tank blind, and he's not seeing too much, but he's hunting one specific animal, and that is a Nilgai bull, a mature bull with the Dragon Claw. It's an air gun, so it's a limited range weapon, and he has not had a shot at one yet. But anyway, we'll see if he gets one, and we'll see what happens with us. So stay tuned.
So here at the ranch, we hunt quite a bit of Scimitar Horned Oryx. A lot of people like to call them Oryx. I always try to specify. Texas and Scimitar Horned Oryx have a long history, at least back to the 80s that I'm aware of. But in the 2010s, 2015 or so, we reintroduced Texas Scimitar Horned Oryx back into Africa because the population had dropped so much in Africa. So it's really cool that we get to be part of the conservation side of this here at G2 Ranch, and we get to maintain a herd and, you know, all the beautiful things that we get to do here. They're mostly white with this brown kind of shawl across the front of them. Really good bulls, over 40 inches. And then they're also one of the more tasty animals. And so we're always looking forward to eating. And so looking forward to maybe sharing a meal with this one.
Brock right now is filming a baby oryx.
Baby Scimitar Horned Oryx.
He loves that camera. I love that he loves the camera because he's helping me out. But yeah, that's a cute little bugger.
Who doesn't like babies?
Brock looks
Especially
all
when I don't
rough
have to take care of them.
Yeah. Brock looks all rough and tough, but deep down inside, he's a big old softie.
Father of 2 girls, man.
Yep. The bull we've been after all day. He's coming right at us. Now this is a broomed off bull, which means he basically just broke off his tips. So he'd be less desirable to other hunters, but I'd be super excited to take him if he'd give me a shot. But he's real pretty. It's a beautiful evening. We're just taking our time and seeing what he does. He's kind of inching his way here, but he's just like pointed right at me right now. So we'll see if he turns broadside and presents a good shot. But he's an animal, and animals sometimes do the exact opposite of what you want them to. So we'll see what he does. But we're ready for him. What'd you get, 309?
309.9. At 306, can be the same measurement.
2.
It's out in the open. I'm ready when you are, bud.
Okay.
Camera's rolling.
About to do this. You want to stop him, or
I will.
Is that sun blasting you?
I'm good. Are you ready and comfortable?
Yeah.
He's stopping right there, head down.
Okay.
Breathe and squeeze. Send it when you're ready, Johnny. Send it. Oh!
You on him? Mm-hmm. Folks, that's the big man gun right there. Gosh dang it. You just gotta let it hit you when it goes off. Oh, gosh.
It was a long wait until it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of wait. Let's go.
What do you think, buddy?
Congratulations.
Beautiful bull. Beautiful bull.
Exactly what we were looking for.
Yes, it was, and we'll show you this guy in a little bit. But I just got to thank you again. Seriously, I always enjoy hunting with you. G2 Ranch has phenomenal people through and through.
Great team. All the way
Yeah,
down.
they've got a great team. And if you're out there and you're looking to kind of do a different style of hunting, you want to do exotics or something like this. I mean, this is my first Scimitar Horned Oryx, and I never would have done it anywhere else but with you, buddy, right here at the G2 Ranch. And as far as this oryx goes, he's absolutely beautiful. These animals are so cool. They've got this kind of red front end mane looking deal, and then it goes back into white. They've got a big old long bushy paintbrush tail. But why we selected this guy is we're out here on management. He is broke off at the top. He's frayed out, his horns are splintered, and they're just not what you'd consider a trophy out here at the G2. I mean, y'all have some massive oryx.
Yep.
Yeah.
We saw several over 40 today while we were sitting. That wasn't what was on the docket today.
No, we were looking for management, but that being said is, you know, this is 100% a trophy to me personally. What I'm really excited about is all this beautiful meat. So we're going to send this guy to Primo Processing, and I'm going to have him done up in steaks and burger and some of that sausage they do and all that stuff. So the 50 BMG, speaking of meat, it did not blow this guy to smithereens like a lot of people think when they're watching online and they're commenting in the comments. I'm telling you what, it's just a bigger caliber gun, especially for a bigger animal like this. You can see the exit right here.
It didn't ruin any meat.
Yeah, no, it didn't ruin any meat. It was a good, clean, ethical kill. He went down right there, just like any other animal would with any other caliber. Yep. Now that Vortex Razor HG scope, that's so nice looking through that thing. This 50 BMG, it's got a gives you a pounding. You know, you can imagine what it would do to your glass, and that scope stands up perfectly to it. So anyway, if you folks are out there and you like what you're seeing on today's show or on YouTube or wherever you're watching, be sure to subscribe. You know, check us out on Facebook, check us out on YouTube. We're also on the Pursuit channel, depending on where you're watching, but we're doing really cool stuff like this all the time, and we do it all for you. I just want you to know that, is that we go out and we do these crazy, difficult things for you, because we appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again, buddy.
Congratulations.
We've got a little bit of work to do because he's just a little heavier than your average
We got to go get the
animal.
game trailer for sure. So we're not loading him by ourselves.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Beautiful.
Okay, so he's moved me to a completely different spot, and this area is much thicker. I can't see as far, but he says there's been a bunch of activity late in the afternoon here, so I'm gonna stay put. You notice I've got these clothes hanging up in the blind, okay? The reason why, not because if I get cold, I'm not gonna get cold today. It's in the 80s, it's hot. This is middle of March, and it is hot. But I got these hanging in the windows so I can have it blocking my movement. All right, we got some Nilgai in front of us now. They're out in the thick brush. I just looked up and they were there. There's some bulls in there, I can tell. They have no idea I'm sitting in here either. You can see them right over the end of the barrel there, right over the top of the barrel. You can see them. They're not in any hurry at all. Hopefully somebody's gonna walk out here and I can show you what one looks like. There's an eland right there, walking right behind the blind. Look at that. Oh, look. Nilgai right here. Right here. Here it goes. I gotta shoot under that limb. There he goes. Got him. Look at it. Look at that. Oh, he's going down. He's going down. And that is a big animal. And tell me, this air gun doesn't lay him out. Oh, baby. So Nilgai antelope are some of the toughest animals to hunt in South Texas. These guys are big, they're plentiful on some ranches. The G2 ranch has got a ton of them. He's got really cool little spot markings on the side of his face, and then the horns, I mean, take a look at that. They're kind of demonic looking. They're probably about 9 inches long. This is a really good one. But look at the coloration on this guy. I mean, it's starting to get dark. The darker they get, the older they are. They got a little beard on them, and then this little mane up on the back of them. I mean, they're just really cool looking animals. And let me tell you something, they can take some lead. You know, I've taken a whole lot of them with rifles before, but never with an air rifle. And so this was really a challenge. I had to wait for the right time, the right shot, and put it in the right spot to take him down, and it did the trick. The animal is so lean and so muscular. I mean, you feel that. It is solid. It's probably the most solid animal that you'll ever take. This is Vortex Crossfire 2 crossbow scope. And the reason why I use a crossbow scope on an air rifle, because I can dope it out to 100 yards and it shoots perfectly. You know, the bulls are dark in color. You know, I wound up seeing quite a few bulls. They were off in front of me on this sit. But they were just out of range, and then and I had the gun sitting on the sticks. I was ready for one to come in front of me, and all of a sudden, this guy shows up behind me. And I turned around and literally I just free-handed it, and I put it exactly where I wanted, and I got it clean pass-through on it. And this is an air rifle, okay? This is a tactical Dragon Claw, and it shoots an arrow at an unbelievable speed, or it shoots a pellet. This is a huge animal. It's a 500-pound animal, and extremely good to eat. Anybody who's ever eaten a Nilgai can tell you it's probably some of the best eating there is. You know, on the menu when you come to G2 Ranch, you're going to look up there, and then you're going to have Nilgai one of the nights that you're here, and you're going to find out how come so many people want to come here and hunt them, because they're a challenge, they're big, they're great trophies, and they are good to eat. So if you want more information about coming to the G2 Ranch, hunt for Nilgai or any kind of exotic for that matter, go ahead and just call the number that you see on the screen right now, or you can go online at g2ranch.com. And another thing I'd encourage you to do, go to the YouTube channel where we have tons of videos from right here at the G2 Ranch. And you'll see why we keep coming back over and over and over again.